one of the things I'm really thankful and grateful for is that the Holy Spirit took away all the anger that was in me before I came to Christ. That does not mean that I stopped completely being angry. I do get occasionally angry, but I think the Holy Spirit took away the root of it, the worst of it away from me, and then He poured His joy and His delight in me, and that's been a great thing, and I'm so thankful for that. However, Christians, should we get angry? Is that a thing? I think anger itself is not anything wrong with that, because anger is an emotion that God gave it to us, and it's an expression of grief and injustice and evil around us. And to express our frustration and our disposition against the sinful world, we can be angry. We can express our anger because we have examples in the Bible. For example, Jesus was sinless, he was perfect. But we see that Jesus got angry. Bible says clearly again he did not sin, but he was angry. He turned over the tables, and then he cried out against those who were doing injustice to the house of the Lord. And then we have the psalmist crying out to the Lord, saying, out of their anguish arises that anger, and they said something like, Lord, dash the babies of Babylonian against the rocks. That was just anger coming out and expressing to God. Now, it should be local. It should not be, you shouldn't get angry against people, but then we express our anger to God. It should be contingent in that. And we should not be angry because we're resentful. Bitterness is there, but we can express our anger in response to grief or injustice that we see around us. So if you struggle with anger, you can pray to God and ask, God, help me overcome this issue in my life. But if sometimes you get angry about certain injustices that happens in the world, like and I think it's okay with that, because oftentimes we see people committing genocide against other people, and we see the natural disasters, all of those things we see, and then I think something arises in us, this righteous anger that the Bible calls, that against this against the devil, against this creation that has been corrupted and distorted. And I think that is a righteous anger, and that should not be the case. It should not abide in us forever, but sometime occasionally getting angry and frustrated with the wrong things of this world, injustices of the world, is, I think, okay, because that's what God did. That's what Christ did, because they were angry at the injustices of the people and of the devil. So if you do struggle with that issue, do pray about it, but ultimately be in Christ.